All right, so this is going to be my NBA bench player rankings for the end of the 2025 NBA season. I did my 5 positional rankings, previously. So if you have not seen those, please go back and watch those if you feel like it. It'd be greatly appreciated. But we're going to get started into this video, starting off with our honorable mentions. So we have 10 honorable mentions, and then we will have 50 bench players listed. But our honorable mentions here, we have Zach Collins, Davion Mitchell, Russell Westbrook, Isaiah Stewart, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Adem Bona, Yusuf Nurkic, Moses Moody, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Anthony Black. All right. Now, moving in to number 50. We have Luke Kornet. I'm not going to talk too much about all these guys. All their stats are listed here. If you want to look at everything, I'll talk about some of the main stuff. But getting started with Luke Kornet, in about 18 minutes a game, he averaged 6 points and 5 boards on 69% shooting from the field. So pretty efficient in the limited time that he does play. Number 49 is Nikola Jovic. He played 25 minutes a game, nearly 11 points and 4 boards. Pretty good efficiency there as well at 46 and 37 splits. Number 48 is Jonathan Isaac. He was 36, so falls back a little bit. He only played in 15 minutes a game. It averaged about 5 points, 4 boards, with 1 steal and 1 block. Having nearly a steal and a block a game in only 15 minutes is really good. Efficiency, not great, though. Only 26% from 3. That is really bad. Number 47 is Brandon Clark. Drops a few spots from number 39. He averaged about 8 points, 5 boards on 62% shooting. He's not a three-point shooter. Literally shot about 6% from 3 this year. But he was very efficient outside of that. He's not a three-point shooter. Number 46 is Al Horford. He played a lot of minutes, about 28 minutes. Averaged about 9 points and 6 boards on 42-36 splits. He's definitely getting up in age, so he's kind of regressing a little bit, but he's still a decent and serviceable role player. Number 5 is going to be Georges Niang. He was unranked, so definitely a little bit better this year than I expected him to be. In about 22 minutes, he averaged 10 points, 3 boards on 46, nearly 41% shooting from 3. Really efficient there. Number 4 is Nickeil Alexander-Walker. In only 25 minutes, he averaged about 9 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards on 44-38 split, so very efficient there as well. Number 43 is going to be Ayo Dosunmu. Averaged about 12 points, 5 assists, and 4 boards on 49% shooting from the field and 33% shooting from 3. Pretty efficient there. 3-point percentage could be a little bit better, but not too much to complain about for this guy. Number 42 is going to be Royce O'Neal. He was an honorable mention, so he does come up a little bit. In about 25 minutes, he averaged 9 points and 5 boards on 42% shooting from the field and nearly 41% shooting from 3. An elite 3-point shooter. Number 41 is going to be Isaac Okoro. In only 19 minutes a game, he averaged about 6 points, 2 boards on 46-37 splits, and he was pretty solid in the postseason with Cleveland as well. Number 40 is going to be Bryce Sensabaugh. He was unranked, so definitely outperformed my expectations. He averaged about 11 points in only 20 minutes a game on 46-42 split. So really, really efficient scorer and shooter in his limited time that he does play. Number 39 is going to be Cole Anthony. Had him at 13, so definitely worse than I thought he was going to be. He averaged about 9 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards on 42-35 splits. So not bad, but I definitely thought it was going to be, just more impactful. I thought it was going to be closer to like 15 points per game. Definitely was not that. Number 38 is going to be Luke Kennard. In 22 minutes, he averaged about 9 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards on really good shooting at 48 and 43 splits. Number 37 is Kyle Filipowski. Really solid for a rookie. Averaged about 10 points and 6 boards on 50-35 splits. Free throw percentage at only 65. Definitely needs to be a little bit better. But otherwise, he was really good, really solid for a backup rookie. Number 36 is Aaron Wiggins. He averaged about 12 points and 4 boards a game on 38 splits and was pretty solid for OKC in the postseason as well. Number 35 is Buddy Hield. I had him at 31, so drops just a couple of spots. Averaged about 11 points and 3 boards on 42-37 splits. 3-point percentage, really solid. Field goal percentage could be a little bit better, but still not too bad. Number 34 is going to be Jeremy Sohan. He averaged about 11 points and 7 boards on 54-31 splits. Free throw percentage also just under 70. I mean, he was solid. Again, would like those free throw percentage and 3 maybe to be a little bit better. But he was still really solid and has some solid defensive numbers here as well. Number 33 is going to be Gary Trent. Averaged 11 points here. That's pretty much all he does is just score the ball, but does it pretty good. 43-42 splits there. Also, like, he was really good at scoring the ball, but again, that's pretty much all he does. Number 32 is going to be Scottie Pippen. In 21 minutes, he averaged about 10, 4, and 3 with 1.3 steals on 48 and nearly 40% shooting from 3. Very efficient for him as well this season. Number 31 is going to be Dennis Schroeder. He was traded like 4 times this year, dude. But he was pretty decent. He averaged 13 and 5 with 41-34 splits, so not bad. Definitely could be a little bit more efficient, but he's still a solid scorer and a solid playmaker off the bench. Number 30 is going to be Kelly Olynyk. Had him at 45. Now he comes in at 30. Definitely a little bit better than I expected. He averaged about 9, 3, and 5 boards on 50-42 splits. 50% from the field, 42% from 3. Really, really good numbers there. Number 29 is going to be Day'Ron Sharpe. In only 18 minutes, he averaged about 8 points, 7 boards, close to 1 steal and 1 block a game as well on 52% shooting from the field. Really solid year for Day'Ron Sharpe. Number 28 is going to be Jalen Smith. Only 15 minutes a game. He averaged about 8 points and 6 boards on 47-32 splits if you round up there. He was solid. Definitely pretty efficient there in his limited time. A lot of rebounds for that little of minutes. Number 27 is going to be Keon Ellis. I had him as the worst starting shooting guard, and now he comes in as like a solid role player off the bench. He averaged about 8 points. Nearly 3 boards and 1.5 steals in only 24 minutes is really good. An amazing efficiency at 49-43 splits. Number 26 is going to be Tari Eason. Only 25 minutes, he averaged about 12 points and 6 boards and a 1.7 steal per game on 49-34 shooting splits. So really solid year for Tari Eason. Number 25 is going to be Jonathan Kuminga. I had him as one of the lower end starting power forwards, but now he comes in as like a pretty solid role player here. In 24 minutes, he averaged 15 points, nearly 5 boards on 45, 31, 67 splits. Free throw percentage and free throw percentage definitely could be a little bit better, but he's still a really solid scorer off the bench. Number 24 is going to be Stephon Castle. I feel like he's underrated, but I just couldn't really rate him any higher. You know, he feels underrated, but again, it's my rating, so he's properly rated in my eyes. It just feels low. 15 points, 4 boards, and 4 assists. But efficiency at only 43 and 29% shooting from 3, not great. Definitely need to be a little bit better of a 3-point shooter to be higher on this list. Number 23 is going to be Jonas Valanciunas. In 19 minutes a game, he averaged about 10 points and 8 boards on 55% shooting, but he was pretty bad from 3, only 22% if you round up. Number 22 is going to be Chris Boucher. In only 17 minutes, he averaged almost 10 points and 5 boards on 49-36 splits. So pretty efficient scorer in his limited minutes that he does play. Number 21 is going to be Bobby Portis. In only 25 minutes, he averaged 14 points and 8 boards on 47-37 splits. Definitely a step back again from where he was previously. Like, he was like one of the best bench players. Now he's still a good bench player, but not one of the best. But again, you know, an efficient 14 points and 8 boards is obviously nothing to complain about off of the bench. Number 20 is going to be Obi Toppin. In about 20 minutes a game, he averaged 11 points and 4 boards on 53-37 splits and had some really solid postseason numbers as well, being a big part of what made Indiana take OKC to Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Number 19 is going to be Santi Aldama. Played 26 minutes a game, averaged about 13 points, 3 assists, and 6 boards on 48-37 splits if you round up. Free throw percentage at only 69% is kind of like alarmingly low for someone who shot really well otherwise. So I would like him to get that up to at least like 75%, but he was still a very solid role player here, especially considering I had him unranked coming into the season. Number 18 is going to be Trey Jones. I had him at 35. Definitely outperformed my expectations. In just under 20 minutes a game, he averaged 7 points and 4 boards on 54 and 40% shooting from 3 if you round up there. Very, very efficient scorer here, even though he doesn't score that many points. Number 17 is going to be Caris LeVert. In 25 minutes a game, he averaged 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards on 47-37 split. So also a very efficient scorer here for Caris LeVert. Number 16 is going to be Scoot Henderson, who I had as one of the lower-end point guards. He's now like one of the better bench players, but this guy should be a good starting point guard in the future. He's just not there yet. 13 points and 5 assists and 3 boards with 1 steal is solid. 42-35 splits is solid, but again, you need to get those up a little bit. Number 15 is going to be Grayson Allen. In only 24 minutes, he averaged almost 11 points and 3 boards on 45-43 splits. He's just an amazing shooter off the bench for the Phoenix Suns. Number 14 is going to be Dante DiVincenzo. Had him coming in at number 6. Definitely a little bit worse than my expectations, but still really solid with 12 points, almost 4 assists, and 4 boards if you round up, and over a steal a game on 42% shooting from the field and nearly 40% shooting from 3. Still very good player, just not quite as good as I thought he would be. Number 13 is going to be Naji Marshall. I had him unranked, so he definitely outperformed my expectations by a long shot. Averaged about 13 points, 3 assists, and almost 5 boards, actually, with 51% shooting from 3. Only at 28% shooting from 3. Definitely want to see that up a little bit, closer to like 33% would be really nice. But he was still a very solid bench player for Dallas. Number 12 is going to be Isaiah Joe. In only 22 minutes, he averaged about 10 points per game on 44-41 splits, and was also really solid for OKC in the postseason. Number 11 is going to be Keldon Johnson. In 24 minutes a game, he averaged 13 points and 5 boards on 48-32 splits. Like, those are solid. But this guy averaged like 22 points a game a few years ago. He shot nearly 40% from 3 a couple years ago. Like, what? I just don't know what happened to this guy. Like, he's still a good bench player. He's still a good player in the league. But, like, he was supposed to be an all-star at this point. Again, a few years ago, averaged like 22 points on almost 40% from 3. Like, he should be an all-star right now. He's just regressed since then, but still outperformed my expectations for this specific season, so that's good. Number 10 is going to be Shaedon Sharpe. I had him at number 1. Not quite as good as I thought it would be, but coming down to number 10, still not bad. He averaged nearly 19 points a game off the bench with 5 boards on 45-31 splits. He just needs to get a little bit better from the three-point line, and then he's going to be really, really good next season. Number 9 is going to be Malik Beasley. 16 points a game on 43-42 splits, really solid. Free throw percentage at nearly 68% is bad, right? Needs to get that up to at least like 75. He should be probably closer to 80, honestly. But that's about the only thing I can really complain about for Malik Beasley this season. Number 8 is Benedict Mathurin. He played 30 minutes a game, averaged 16 and 5 boards on 46-34 splits, and he was also really good for Indiana in the postseason. Number 7 is going to be Naz Reid. Had him at number 3, comes in at number 7, so not quite as good as I thought it would be, but still very good bench player. 14 points and 6 boards on 46-38 splits. Nothing to be upset about, just not quite as good as I projected, but still very good bench player. Number 6 is going to be Alex Caruso. I had him at 18, comes in at number 6. In 19 minutes, he averaged 7 points, nearly 3 assists, and 3 boards. 1.5 steals in only 19 minutes is crazy. Also on 45-35 splits, very solid efficiency there. And, of course, he was a great player in the finals in the entire postseason, and definitely a big reason why OKC won the championship. Number 5 is going to be Peyton Pritchard. 14 points, 4 assists, and 4 boards. Really good on 47-41 splits. I had him coming in, barely making the list at number 47. Then he actually was like one of the best bench players. He did win 6th Man of the Year, although I don't think he deserved that. But he was still definitely one of the best 6th man of the season. Number 4 is going to be TJ McConnell. In only 18 minutes, he averaged 9 points, 4 assists, 2 boards, 1.1 steals. Really good numbers on 52-31 splits. 3-point percentage definitely could be a little bit better, but he was really good from 3. I believe he was over 40% from 3 in the postseason, along with a bunch of other great postseason stats, which definitely rose this guy up quite a few spots on my list. Number 3 is going to be Ty Jerome, who I personally thought should have won the 6th Man of the Year. He only played 20 minutes a game, but he averaged nearly 13 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards with a steal a game on 52-44 split. Like, he was incredibly efficient in only 20 minutes a game, right? So I thought he deserved it over Peyton Pritchard, but again, they're both great. I think Ty Jerome was a little bit better, though. But moving on to number 2 is going to be DeAndre Hunter. I had him coming in at number 24. He actually comes in at number 2 here. He was also a great 6th man, right? But just being on 2 different teams, and he kind of started more in Atlanta than he did on Cleveland. He kind of didn't qualify for that, but still great. 17 points, 4 boards on 47-41 shooting for him. And then number 1 is going to be Amen Thompson. So, like, towards the end of the year, he was definitely starting, and in the postseason, he was starting. But overall, he still doesn't qualify, right, at least in my personal, research doing this, he doesn't qualify as a starter for the Houston Rockets, so he's going to be easily be the best bench player here. Averaged about 14 points, 4 assists, and 8 boards with 1.4 steals and 1.3 blocks. Very good all around, right? 56% shooting from the field, very good. He just needs to improve his three-point shot and his free throw shot, but I would say he definitely has improved those from last year to this year, so hopefully he can continue to improve those from this year to next year, and he honestly could be a top 10 player at his position next year in the entire NBA. He's that talented. Now getting on to our missing players. I'm not going to say all these names. There's too many names to worry about here. But if you are interested, these are the guys who either were in the starting lineup this year or just were not good enough to make my bench player rankings or did not play enough games to qualify, which my minimum games for my personal criteria is 41 games. So if they did not play 41 games, they don't qualify. But these are the guys who were on my list at the beginning of the season who are not on my list now. And we're going to be done for today. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check back. Should be tomorrow for my top 100 NBA player ranking. And if you have not seen my previous positional rankings, please go back and watch that. It would be greatly appreciated. But thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.